Bernie Sanders is reportedly not dropping out, and he's going to participate in the next Democratic debate. In response to this, though, Joe Biden actually said that he was not interested in this. He said
likely to attend April debate with Senator Bernie Sanders. I think we had enough debates, and this is going to mimic what they did in 2016. Had the California debate. I remember I was gearing up for that California debate, and they just canceled it at that point. Once they got their lead and their delegates, they just start shutting shit down. And that to me is the biggest chicken shit freaking thing you could do. Because when people avoid debates, when they avoid discourse, that's the first sign that they're hiding and they're not being honest because they don't want to talk about their positions. Straight up.
But it's just funny because Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders have only had one debate, like together. So he's saying he's done with debates. He's had enough of these debates. Like, okay, you've had one with Bernie Sanders. It's so funny that now that it's proven he can't really handle his stuff, now he doesn't want to have any debates. I mean, it doesn't get more obvious than that. And I think they said they were going to have a total of 12 debates, and they've had 11. So they would need one more technically before they actually shut it down. So
well, the Democrats with their rules and their debates, they can change it anytime they want. People can qualify for debate. They could just shut them and not let them in. So really, to tell you the truth, they'll do whatever they want. They've gotten away with cheating and changing the rules every single fucking time. They're going to do it here too as well. They're not going to get, I would like to see Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden go at it again too as well. And hopefully Bernie Sanders, well, once again, hoping that he would take the gloves off. When Biden was like, you got 9 super PACs, and he's just lying. You know what I'm saying? There's a big difference between Donald Trump's hypocrisy and Joe Biden's hypocrisy, because Donald Trump's, you just know he's fucking full of shit all the time. Joe Biden's hypocrisy is completely hypocritical. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's fucking, no, Joe, that's not true at all. I mean, you're just out there completely fucking lying about this bullshit, even if you are alive.
So, so Joe Biden is...
He's a mutant, fam.
Joe Biden...
He's plugged in.
Joe Biden is sick. He's also mentally, like, not there. And so, I'll show you in a minute. He's been coughing nonstop. So the Atlantic did a really nice article titled "Stay Alive, Joe Biden. Democrats need little from the frontrunner beyond his corporal presence." And that's basically it. They're pretty much urging him to stay alive. They're pretty much saying it doesn't matter what he says or what he does. They're just going to keep pushing Biden until he gets the full nomination and
nice.
and that's
that. In, Johnny.
But it's funny because let me just read a little bit of this. On television, this concern with packaged as a focus on, quote, electability, but out in the country itself, it was something deeper and more emotional than that dispassionate term implies. Democrats, some independents, and some Republicans, too, were terrified and furious at the prospect of another 4 years of Trump. And as the weeks of the primary season ticked on, it became clear that there was one option to forestall the possibility, and his name was Joe Biden. So... It's just hilarious. Oh, here it is. So this is the part I really, really want to get to. Biden's team appears to understand this and to believe that what matters most now is keeping their candidate alive in the American imagination as an alternative to Trump. His appearances these days have an almost parallel universe quality to them. Biden's audience-less remarks from his home in Delaware have the suggestion of an Oval Office address, and their content seems intended to offer a glimpse into the twilight zone where when someone more empathetic and more capable is president. It's as if Biden is telegraphing to his public, you have already imagined that I can beat Trump. Now imagine what it will be like when I am president. So these people are lying to themselves and pretty much saying, yeah, Joe Biden's doing great. He's doing these appearances, which we're going to go over in a minute. These videos are so important for you guys to watch because these videos are worrisome. They literally show you just how awful it is. And
But didn't they already show how awful and stupid this guy was beforehand? Nobody really expected this guy to fucking come out of this.
But the media
I
just
thought he was
ignores
demented.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
and
the
they're
media is
rigging
part
it,
of it.
too.
They're part of the propaganda.
Right.
Part of engineering elections is the media doing their part to prop up a candidate on no specific policies whatsoever. Just talk all bunch of rhetoric, make him look good. That's what they do because they're part of the propaganda piece. It's like Noam Chomsky talks. He says, listen, I go after the liberal media. You know why? Because the Republican media, the right-wing media, it's different. They say all these crazy things, whatnot. The liberal media, they're the ones that are more nefarious. They're the ones that are more sinister because they're the ones who are more highly educated liberals who will twist things and put things that sound good and make it seem right and make it seem okay. But it's not. And that's what they did with Joe Biden, and they snuck him past. Well, I mean, I don't still believe you can't convince me, fam, that
no, he
won these elections, but that's beside the point.